Do you store your data on the ground or in the cloud? I'm talking with my amazing friend, Dr. Lior, practicing dentist, Nacho sponsor, and he's here with some updates and features about the dental app. But first, Lior, just in case someone's just watching this thinking, I got a server on the ground, people tell me I should go to the cloud, just talk to that dentist for a second. Why should they consider making this move?
That is a great question. I actually just posted on the Facebook post. We had an office we were talking to back in like the beginning of the year that had a hurricane blast through their office. They were super lucky because they found their server, and the server had their external hard drive. So that was a super random occurrence where they were able to recover from it. But natural disaster. I mean, there's so many reasons. It's crazy that we still run on-premise servers. I hear about offices getting quotes to replace a new server, in the tens of thousands of dollars. The future is the cloud. Everyone should be on the cloud. I think it's that simple.
And you've created something here to help dentists just like us. You're a dentist. So now, before we go to the features, just say someone's never heard of the dental app. What do you do to help dentists increase success, decrease stress, and most of all, cry less inside?
Yes, that's a great cry lesson set. We are cloud-based practice management software. We're comprehensive and consolidated all the third-party tools that you would typically need. So instead of having practice management, automatic reminders, forms, analytics, insurance claims, all as separate softwares that you subscribe to, we've consolidated all that. But what really sets us apart is that we've streamlined the onboarding process. We convert over when we transfer your data over, we include your accounts receivable, your reporting. We match up all your reports so you're not losing your financial data. And we have all these dashboards and tools for growing your practice. So running marketing campaigns, keeping track of
Awesome.
patients with outstanding treatment. So all kinds of sophisticated business op tools.
And I just want to create clarity for my audience. There are currently people using the cloud that could switch to the dental app. And not but, there are people who are using nothing or starting a practice and got bupkis, as my grandmother would say, nothing. And they can start with the dental app, and you're going to tell us about some special pricing for startups. So I appreciate you telling us about that. Now, you're a practicing dentist. Yeah, you work with one of my favorite dentists who I've worked with. So you need something that works in your office and makes sense. And also, us dentists, Lior, I've noticed something about us. We're kind of the cheapest human beings on earth, right? We love a deal inside of a deal. It's pretty inconsistent because when your patient wants a discount on a crown, we are not so happy to give them one, are we?
Nope.
We are a study in inconsistency. And when I say that in my house, Lior, my daughter says that's what mom says is your word for hypocrisy, right? So
Right.
give the people, just give us you're someone who's created this and also using it. Doesn't make an expensive one wrong and a less expensive one right, but just kind of to compare and contrast. The dental app prides itself on being an affordable solution. Take the startup pricing out for a minute. What are most of your clients investing in monthly to
So
utilize your services?
all in, our platform is $399 a month. When you add imaging for the first year, it's another $160. So essentially $560, you have your practice management software, your backups, your security, your insurance claims, automatic reminders, email campaigns, analytics suite, reporting, imaging, all bundled in for $560. After the first year, Soda Cloud bumps up a little bit, so it comes in at $600. But that's still, it's unlimited users, and it's a fraction of the cost of pretty much anything else.
Right, because historically, I've started Dentist Job Connect, Nacho sponsor. I know you know it well. And we share that we are different than a high-level recruiter that might charge $20,000 for an associate. And we're also different than a traditional job site where you pay 300 bucks a month. So we just position ourselves in a certain place to create value. So without naming names, historically, $600 a month could be 1,200 a month somewhere else.
It's somewhere between 700 and 1500.
700, 1,500.
What we replace, yeah.
So we're able to save, but also just like Dennis, you would not change to a less expensive composite if it didn't deliver results, right?
That's
You
right.
wouldn't complain. So tell us now what the dental app is doing, both what it's been doing for a while and then some of these new features that we should learn about.
Yeah, so again, we're completely comprehensive practice management software, but it includes like your online scheduling, pretty much all the different components that you need. Our support team is all based, our entire team, I should say, is based in the United States. So you're not getting like support overseas, things like that. So It's not because we're less expensive that we deliver a product that's not as good. I would argue that our product is one of the best in the industry, and we're just constantly rolling out additional features. So some of the big features that we rolled out are integrated payments. So
Yeah,
that's
I want to pause there and I want to interject because many of us practice owners just say to our front desk and office manager, go get that money, right? And I want to share 20 years into doing this, Lior. I don't really know how they get the money, right? I just expect them to get the money. Now I know systems and we have financial agreements, but I
so
don't know if like this insurance pays us this way or this happens. So just pull back and tell us the value of integrated payments for practice owners like me that kind of just peripherally pay attention to this.
Sure. So historically, like if you use a credit card processor and it's not integrated into your practice management software, your team would charge the credit card and then they have to remember to manually add the payment to the patient chart. And I would say most cases, 99% of the time, they remember to do so. But then at the end of the month, you have to reconcile payments, and sometimes there's mistakes or things don't get like written back to the chart, or someone forgets to enter the payment. So just having that streamlined is really fantastic. And we're rolling out additional features now around payments. So you'll be able to send like virtual statements with a link to pay. So these are the things that
Yeah.
are kind of coming as a next step now that we've integrated payments into the system. Being able to save your credit card and then be able to pay for a payment, pay like have auto pay for payment plans. So all those things are what's next, but this was our first big step, just having integrated payments directly into the system.
Like if we, and I think that's an awesome feature. If we talk about as medium-aged dentists who've been doing this for a while, and we also do other businesses too, I give a lot of grace and compassion to my dental office team because getting your money is complicated, right? It comes from all different sources, all different ways. It's kind of crazy. There's transactions in the same day in our offices that are $200 and $20,000, right?
Right.
Like if
Yeah.
someone just sits with that for a minute, that's a pretty wild business model, right?
It
Oh,
is.
we'd like $200 for this thing over here. Now we have to collect 20. So I think that the fact that you can streamline this and make that front desk team's life easier is awesome. Now, I also want to ask you, you were a startup, and we've shared your book about your amazing growth to $5 million a year. People can reach out to us to get that copy of that digital book for free. I think it's awesome. So it sounds like you have I don't know if the right word is soft spot, but you care about startups. So what have you done for startups that's special?
So startups are, again, I did a de novo. I totally understand what it. When I started, I had one staff member who was my front office, my assistant. She helped me get credentialed in the beginning. Like she was like
Yeah.
and I remember just being, hey, how do I bootstrap this to kind of some sort of profitability? Having to pay for a bunch of different solutions. To be honest, in the beginning, I didn't subscribe to an analytics platform and I didn't subscribe to many different things because I didn't want to shell out the money. What we've done is we've packaged the entire dental app platform, which includes analytics, reporting, insurance claims, automatic reminders, forms, all those things that you need for $250 a month. So with imaging, you come out to right around $400 a month for the first 12 months, which is just hard to believe. When I was
Yeah.
doing it, I was using Next Health for my automatic reminders, and that alone was 375 to
Yeah,
keep.
I mean, I feel like we're always the older dentists saying you're lucky to live in this time. There were some things that were challenging when we were younger dentists, but there's also just so many things to make your life easier that simply didn't exist. And if they did exist, we're at a price point that could easily price out a startup. I love that. Well, I want to share that people can text TDA to 215-543-6454 to get the best nacho deal possible. TLC from Lior. They can reach out to us at dentalnachos.com. But I also want to ask you, Lior, is there anything else you want to share with our audience about the dental app, reaching out to you guys, onboarding, you're contributing to our Facebook group in awesome ways, you're practicing as a dentist, you're managing associates, you're fully ensconced in this dental world. So is there anything
Totally.
else you'd like to add before we wrap up?
Yeah, I mean, I think it really comes down to if you're considering practice management software, especially cloud-based, I just ask you to check us out and see what we're up to. We're doing some amazing things. We're in the process of rolling out CBCT support with our imaging partner SodaCloud, which is kind of the nail in the coffin. You can actually access your CBCTs right in the browser on an iPad,
Oh, awesome.
which is really awesome. We have some new specialty office features, so like being able to customize your treatment plan picker. We have a new Mango AI integration. So there's
Cool.
constant new stuff coming out. I'm a practicing dentist. I know what it's like to run a practice. I eat my own dog food kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've designed this to help me run my own very busy office, and just excited to share this and bring it to the rest of the offices out there.
I love it. I absolutely love my dog, Tilly from Philly, and I love that reference. I'd like you in the future to say, "I eat the own nachos that I made. I eat my own nachos that I
Eat
made."
my
I'd like
own
you to
nachos.
give us an of that. Well, thanks, Lior, for sharing with us, supporting us as a
Always.
sponsor. We could not do this without you. Truly appreciate it.
Thank you.